Y'all, look where I'm at, y'all. So one thing I've learned in homeschooling, in my life as a vocalist, as a performer, and me and my personality type, I do better live. I just do better on the fly. Let's just do it right now. Me making time for these videos has been nearly impossible. So we're pivoting with our little production staff. We're getting in the house. But I want to come to you more, and I'm learning, oh, I can just do live and do a whole like video with a thumbnail on demand. And it's great because look where I'm at. Me and the kiddos are with our homeschool co-op. Today is our first day. We start. I'm still with my little, go to my Instagram live. Y'all see what happened to my foot. Look at my little foot. And I cannot move because I'm in this wheelchair and I'm hopping around on crutches. So we're at Fair Oak Farms. Now y'all know I wasn't gonna be doing this. If I didn't have this community setting this up, I'd do 2 hours a day of some math and some reading and some basic stuff. My little 8 and 5 year old. And all these excursions and their swimming and their soccer and all their things. Look, we're gonna go see a birthing barn. It's about the cows and corn. It's about an hour outside of from our home, out here in Indiana. Super peaceful, super clean. So the whole group is here, and it's common. You know, I'm like, hey, can you watch the kids while I sit over here and get my life together? Because I can't move. You're gonna have to push me around in this little bitty chair. They're like, oh, we got it. Just like we'll watch each other's kids. You know how it is. This has been such a blessing, and now I get to be alone. I'm like, oh Lord, don't break anything else, Jesus. But this little sprung ankle got me some quiet time on a Monday morning. This is a homeschool hiccup gone right. And I've been saved and been doing way too much personal development and silver lining training. If I can literally bust my ankle and be like, whoop, I get to be by myself now. Why do I like being by myself so much, y'all? I think all moms do. We just didn't know how valuable that was when we lost it all. In a twinkling of an eye, that baby came, and at the beginning, no, maybe even towards that last trimester, when you couldn't even get a good night's sleep, like this joker was, even the first trimester. Oh, you're here and you want to eat. You're here and you want to make me sick. Like your life shifts, and you don't recognize the beauty of being by yourself. So I didn't know that I would have sprung my uncle yesterday, but the kids were ready. Their friends ready. They like, look, we going to the farm still though, right? You okay, Mom? Being real compassionate and considerate. Everything's okay, right? I'm like, you're gonna be good. I'm gonna get these crutches, and we'll be all right, y'all. So this is a time I'd love to share with you to talk about peace. Well, two things really. This space when we pulled up, I mean, there's people who are walking around here and they all got jobs, but I'm telling you, this is the most quiet, peaceful, expansive space. I'm like, this is a vibe. Fair Oaks Farm is a vibe, a whole vibe. And whatever you need to do to maintain peace is really important, guys. Why is it really important? Because you can't think, you can't create, you can't move on to the next thing when you're always being triggered or traumatized or like distracted. So I know that we're used to a new pace of life, and I'm telling you it's unhealthy and it's toxic. The second part, I'm telling you it's unhealthy and it's toxic because you know it, like you feel it. When doctors are saying learn how to cope or manage stress, we're already wrong. We don't live with stress. You eliminate it. No, you don't. You eliminate it. If you have to exercise to put stress in your body and make sure it's stress that you like, go dancing, go do something you want to do. Like eliminate it being, I hate exercising. No, go exercise in the way that you enjoy. That makes sense? Eliminate it. None of this is necessary. If you have to pay for something, get yourself behind. It's wonderful to pay taxes. It's a blessing to be able to pay taxes and be able to, create a world where I have clean streets and good schools. Wonderful. If you can't get behind it, then go be homeless and get behind that. Like, don't let stress take over your life. If you need to have a hard conversation with somebody so that you can have peace, do it. Because avoiding the conversation is creating more anxiety. So just have the conversation. Does that make sense? At all costs, pursue peace. And God's peace is different than our peace, and that's another thing, but you gotta read your Bible for that, and we'll talk about that another day. But what I was really taken aback by was like, this place is super peaceful. You learn about the cows, and you get to see them live. I wish I could see that. We might see a mama having a baby today and how they milk and like all the things that you just can't get from a textbook, which brings us to part number 2. I did not know that God was going to tell me to homeschool these kids. I had no desire whatsoever to homeschool these kids. I did not think that when I had the children, I would have to really raise them. I just want to throw that out there. And that's a trip because I'm type A. I love building businesses. I enjoy it. And so when I clearly heard, from home births, we've had home births, homeschool, home concerts, home. I shifted so much, even though I was very much like, I own my businesses and I love that. I still am that woman. But the home became the priority, especially when they were disrespecting me and my husband in these hospitals. And I was like, oh no, we don't have to give y'all our money. We'll figure it out. And the home birth was amazing, both of them. Amazing experience. Got all my friends doing it. Like, girl, this is basically being Beyonce on a budget. Do a home birth. And then I looked around. I was waddling with my first son in my belly, going to visit schools like, this ain't it. Y'all not socially teaching what I want this child to know. Y'all not academically teaching what I want this child to know. Y'all not even financially teaching what I want this child to know. We're going to figure it out. I had to figure it out. And all of a sudden, I see these black women homeschooling their kids. And I'm like, that's a thing. And their kids are thriving. One of them had a 7-year-old reading high school books. And I was like, but I thought y'all all ate granola from scratch. And I thought y'all all wore bad clothes. And I thought that nobody knew how to socialize and your kids were like retarded with like a third eye. No. Isn't it crazy when you got to like reevaluate what you believe was true? And so sure enough, we started homeschooling, changed everything, which I was scared because I'm like, I'm trying to be free. I'm trying to drop these kids off. So I couldn't do it alone. And I definitely recommend you always find a group or co-op or something. But as I was watching how they did it and they were teaching me, and as I was like involved and we found our way, which is actually very much not the way that I was taught. It is not in a chair. It is not sitting down for 8 hours. It's like, oh, we can unlearn it. My sons are boys. They're kinesthetic. They need to touch. They need to, I need to be moving around. I need to see it. I want to see the world. I don't want to read about the world. So then I was like, oh, we can leave. I thought I would be more free if I dropped you off. I didn't recognize I can actually take you with me. We do our math, we do our reading, we do our core subjects in the morning. It takes 2 hours. How is it only taking us 2 hours? I was in school all day. I still can't figure out how my kids are thriving and like learning so fast. That's because they're peaceful. There's no TV set unless it's a part of the academia. And we go outside and you play and you run, you learn, you be imaginative and you figure out what a leaf does and be like, no, we don't have these, telephones and technology. You doing too much, shawty. You don't even have no, you don't even know how to look me in the eye and have a conversation. You're not gonna be on this phone. Hey, Fred. Thank you. Homeschooling is amazing. I had no idea. I thought they did, you know what they tell you. I'm fabulous. It couldn't have been for me. It is for me. And the kids love it. Once you connect with your people and they find their friends, y'all get up weekly and y'all go traveling together. I got people, we go to Mexico, we do all kind of stuff, and you learn about Mexican food in Mexico, and you learn about their currency in Mexico, and you learn about, it's a vibe. And now that my heart wants to begin singing and touring and we're doing conferences with my husband, I'm like, oh my gosh, we can take these kids with us. We literally write them off. Our kids are on our expense sheet. They're a whole expense. They help with cleaning, they help with modeling, they help with all these things. We write it off. It's amazing. Childcare, we write it off for our little business. I'm like, this is the most wonderful experience I've ever had in my entire life, and I had no idea. I thought I would be suffocating, and I would be drowning, and I would be scared, and I would be failing, and I would be destroying my children. You know how it is. I had these kids, and now these kids can't read, and they can't write, and they can't. No, it's so super easy. It's so ridiculous how it's so super easy. I don't know what the other moms are doing. Some of them are teachers, and it's like, did you make that curriculum? Oh, girl, I'm not gonna be able to do that. Once you can own how you are, and I recognize the type of mother and teacher that I am. If it ain't fun, I don't want to do it. If you can't get the point across in less than 5 minutes, we're not gonna do it. Get to the point. Get to the point. And now let's go outside and play. That's really what I want to do. My businesses that I've built because I want to go outside and play. I don't want to be in this office all day long with y'all on these cubicles having these ridiculously redundant conversations. How do we set up structures and systems, and how do we do it so we can all go outside and play? So that has been such a wonderful treat. And I'm hoping that now that I'm sharing it with you all, and you are going to be seeing the evolution of our family, the evolution of me as an artist, as a vocalist, and how we are constantly reevaluating, because that's the big thing. You got to reevaluate, what does the kid need now? What does the husband need now? What does the family need now? As we're always reevaluating and reassessing what we need in this new space, I recognize when there's a silver lining. I'm like, I got a whole squad of people I trust and love who can watch my kids while I'm sitting out here in a peaceful place with a broke angle. I'm winning. With a mean lip, am I still winning? I'm winning. And I'm a homeschooler. You know what? I need to wear a shirt like, I'm a homeschooler too. But do I want everybody to know? They'll probably judge me the way I was judging the homeschoolers too. Like, girl, are your kids aliens? Do they know how to chew their food? We're up here kicking it, y'all. So I am excited. I actually have a conference call with a business coach, and I'm going to go do that awesome thing. And then we'll have lunch. We'll all laugh and eat great food here at this cafe. I hope we don't have burgers, because we got like this is about, cows and pigs here. We're learning about everything from when they're born all the way. We should have a salad today. I think we'll have a salad. I'm gonna have a salad. I don't even feel right doing that to these animals, eating no hamburger and no hot dog, and I'm literally on their property learning about them. That's not right. So I'm gonna have a salad. I'm gonna encourage my children to, maybe we'll have chicken nuggets. They'll do chicken. We're not learning about chickens today. Are we learning about chickens today? We're not learning about chickens today. Look at this place. And it's like for acres and acres. There's a whole look over there. It's so civilized. There's a whole BP gas station. Do you see it way over there? I'm like, this is how animals are raised and stuff. This is kind of, it's a smell so this clean. Homeschooling. Look, so much is coming down the pipe. I'm finally able to like divulge some of it, because I don't be telling nothing until it's done. I don't be doing it, y'all. I don't know how folks be pumping up what they about to do. But you don't know if it's really going to happen. Like, the whole world could explode, and you got to go back and renege on what you said you were going to do. I don't like doing that. So I just wait till the ink is dry, and then you see the proof is happening. But it's happening. It's all happening while we homeschool. I love you. Who is this EM who I adore? Who are you, friend? This is my first time going live, so I'm learning this whole platform. Okay? But I've been telling people I was going to post more, and apparently sitting down doing a video in my life is not a real thing. Ella! Oh, Ella! Girl, you ain't homeschooling. Your kids done moved on. You done with your homeschooling. Y'all done graduated. You living your best life. So I am really, 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 really excited that I can actually just be live, because then I can just like do this and do the things and then go back and do my rest of my life. And that's a lot easier for me than sitting down, scheduling, right? Like, some people just thrive in different ways. And I used to be that person, but apparently I'm not that person anymore. Maybe I'll be that person after my mom. Who knows who I'll evolve back into. I might be on time all the time. My hair might really be done. I might wear a different shirt. Like, I got 4 outfits that I just keep in rotation. It's just easier. I was never her. I'm certainly not her on stage. Honey, I got a whole production I'm going to be on stage. But in regular life, I'd be like, where is my hat? Ain't nobody trying to sculpt and mold no hair. You should be doing homework, friend, but you're a boss. I mean, God's like, you're floating on his favor. Like, every time I talk to you, I'm like, man, he blessing you like that again, so he's probably just gonna have you pass school, and you just gotta, like, I don't know, don't even do tests. You're gonna have like a test, but like not a real test. It's more like, but I'm supposed to pass. I'm supposed to, like, God got me here. Y'all gotta meet Ella. Ella is one of the biggest reasons why I even have my home. Where I have it, because it's right up the street from me. I have my home where I have it because Ella, who I met on a homeschool trip. Y'all be thinking we in the back alley somewhere. Y'all be thinking, that's what I thought. Y'all be thinking we literally live in somewhere on Little House on the Prairie, like some pilgrimage. I thought that. Y'all thinking we out here making, like, I don't know, trail mix from scratch. I thought it. Y'all be thinking we making homemade toothpaste. I thought it. Like, how y'all teeth getting clean properly? Y'all live in like some back alley, still in Africa type. It's not that at all. We out here living our best lives. We out here like, you want to go to the beach and take bath? You want to go, where you want to go? You want to go see Spain? What you want to do? It's a trip. Why they lie the whole time? I'll tell you why they lie. I ain't gonna go down that. You know, y'all not gonna have me. See, y'all almost baited me, Ella. Y'all almost had me go down a rabbit hole. I'm not gonna let you do that to me. I have a conference call. I gotta get on my business coach call. But this is a beautiful thing. And as like now I can just be live with you guys, and we can just like do this. Tell them, Fran, we can just do this, and then it'll be fun. As opposed to like, I gotta sit down, guys. Everybody be quiet. I have to make a video. That's not what I'm doing right now, right? But Ella, on a homeschool trip, where were we at? We were at the apple orchard, learning how apples were grown and all of the picking and the whole, all the way to eating apple donuts and apple cider. Kids like, yes. I'm like, is that how y'all make apples? Is that how you graft them? I'm saying we up here picking apples and eating them fresh from the tree, like when the ones that not shiny, and they like, ew, it look too real. We like, that's a real apple. We gotta get out of Walmart, even some Whole Foods. They be like, look for the one that don't have any shine on it. That's a good apple for you. The one that looked like it came right off the tree. Them apples tasted so sweet. So I'm sitting out there stressed about not having my home yet. And the Lord, this how I meet Ella. Because I will say, it seems like so far the homeschoolers do know Jesus. The homeschool, you got to be on this path because you know Jesus. Ain't nobody gonna just take no leap of faith doing this unless Jesus tell you to do it. So we sitting up here, I'm meeting her, and she like, thus saith the Lord. And you know you can't like, everybody, you don't take their prophetic word. You better just like confirm the spirit by the spirit. Be like, oh, thank you. And your name is? Take her name back to the Holy Ghost and be like, so spirit, I heard this woman said this. Is this right? Holy Spirit confirmed. But I knew in the moment. My heart was like, oh, because she talking right to me and she don't know me. So she talking my whole business, telling me my whole business about what God gonna do. She don't know me. We don't know each other. This is how I met her. I'm up there around all the good, upstanding white people of the world because we all out there at the apple orchard. That's me. Now you know you got to be touched. A rhema word. If you gonna act like that up in the parking lot at the apple orchard with the homeschool group around people, come on. And sure enough, not shortly thereafter, everything that she said came to pass. We have the home, all the things, the vibe in the neighborhood, all the things. So you know, sometimes I just go stop by her house like, so how you doing? Good. How's your health? Great. So did God tell you anything for me? Because she verified. Ella got the truth. Ain't that selfish, Ella? Yes, everything is good. How's your family? Good. Your husband's good. Great. Did God say anything about it? She like, I ain't a fortune teller, friend. God did it, Ella. God did it. And we out here continuing on the path. So the point is get a life of peace, y'all. Find it. Look for it. When you see it, create it. Get you a garden. Do what you got to do. Remove the toxicity. All right? It will help you see the silver lining. I'm sitting out here enjoying myself. My ankle is sprained. And I'm like, so I'm good. I'm having a great time, guys. And for those of you who've ever been thinking about like wanting to have a really big, awesome, free life, but homeschool couldn't fit in, that's just where I was at. And I thought maybe I should tell you that because I never would have even considered this if God had not had literally said, do it. And me being like, did I hear you right? Because you know I want to be free and I'm not trying to be bound. And it has been such a blessing. You'll find your people. You'll find your way. You ain't got to homeschool or teach like how you've been taught or how you see it. You will find your way that fits your family. And it'll be so edifying. Don't you know I'd be in church too long? It'll be edificacious. Ella, go to Instagram, girl. I did a whole, girl, my last post. You'll see. Girl, yesterday, busted my ankle. And it was pride. It was nothing like, it was just all I needed to do. God had to sit me down. He didn't bust my ankle up. I did it. But he sure used the moment to teach me some very valuable lessons about moving too fast and doing too much. I love you. I love you the most, Ella. Bye, y'all. This is my first live.